marbles have warmed up in the Sand Rally Friendly, and the groups have been decided in Qualifiers draw. But now it's time for the actual show. Hello everybody, I'm PT and welcome to the SML Season 2 Qualifiers. 20 teams, 2 groups, 5 events, and possibly a lot of chaos. The first event will be the sprint, the event you'll see right now on screen. But now, it's actually time to see the teams in Group 1. Christmas Game Alley, Milky Master, Team Butterfly, Veg Vengeance, Fishy Fights, Team Cakeout, Sunny Beaches, Team Stargaze, Venomous Snakes, and Team Artway. 10 teams, the other 10 are in Group 2. 4 have auto qualified, 4 are relegated, and Semi 1 starts now. Salmon, Pencil, Sponge Cake, Arcturus, and Fiddlance. Off they go. It seems like it's the Venomous Snakes. But now, Team Artway's Pencil taking the lead from 31st, and we'll move on alongside Arcturus, who also made an amazing move from 4th place to 2nd. Fiddlance still has a chance in the wildcard round. Semi-final 2. Reese, Condensed Milk, Starfish, Harvester, and Cabbage. Off they go. First to the center looks like it will be the Sunny Beaches with Starfish, but Condensed Milk making an easy pass there. Cabbage really close to falling out. No, Starfish fell out. Cabbage also close to falling out of the qualification zone. Did Cabbage manage to move on? Yeah, no, not yet. 16:017 for both Reese and Cabbage. They'll both have to go through this course again. One of them has to go through it possibly 3 to 4 times in a row. That looks like it will be Reese for now, as Cabbage, distancing themselves from Reese, is the Veggie Vengeance in the final. The wildcard round now has Reese and Fiddlance. 2 third places, because that's how the wildcard round works. It's 2 third places from both semi-finals. Currently, first descender looks like it will be Reese by the skin of their marbles. But now Fiddlance trying to see the lead, and it's a tie again. A tiebreaker will be held for advancement, and it's another fight between these 2 marbles. Reese once again first to the center, but looks like holds the lead. Fiddlance with a pass midway through that course. I think that's midway through the course, but it does not matter as it's still Fiddlance moving on. Reese racing 4 to 5 times in a row. I think that's 5. But Salmon, Sponge Cake, Starfish, and Harvester now race alongside it. Past the starting ramp, Salmon first to the middle. Reese making a pass. Starfish trying to catch up. Harvester passes Starfish. Making a block. It's Reese, then Salmon, and then another tie. Starfish and Harvester have to do it out for one of the most useless places here, Ace. Although it's 1 more point than nice. That I can easily confirm. It is Starfish currently in the lead. And there will be Starfish taking Ace overall. Where's Harvester? Not even sprinting at all, they just gave up. They're not flying through the course as a butterfly would do normally. They'll just slow down a lot. But now the final. Pencil, Arcturus, Condensed Milk, Cabbage, and Fiddlance. They are off. It is Condensed Milk first to the center, but Fiddlance has the lead coming out of the wildcard round, and it will be the Venomous Snakes. And Stargaze takes second. It's another tie. It's become usual now in this group. Pencil and Cabbage will have to fight it out for bronze. It is Cabbage in the lead. Pencil with that boost closes it out a bit, but it's not enough. The bronze goes to the Vegetarians. Pencil seems satisfied with 4th place, the highest place they've ever been in anything. Sponge Cake will take last, followed by Harvester, Starfish, Salmon, and Reese. It's Condensed Milk taking 5th, Pencil 4th, and then Cabbage Octopus and Fiddlers in the podium, which you will see right now. And so the standings reflect the result of this exact event. It is Team Cake out in last, Butterfly second last, and Beaches Fights goes to last and lastly. Vengeance with bronze, Stargaze with silver, Venom Snakes in the lead. The Group 2 teams will be the Rising Flags, Team Gemstone, High Flyers, Team Empire, Galactic Troublemakers, Ice Rollers, Pizza Party, Starchy Potatoes, Hysteric Ferrets, and the Supreme Sweets. Green Flag, Mash, Marshmallow, Battle, and Ruby in semi-final 1. Past the starting line, the Yolgo, who will be the first one to the center of this little funnel. It was Mash, but Ruby takes it. Battle does battle it out with Green Flag and wins it. It will be Ruby moving on alongside Mash. Here it is, the Sergeant Potato who's taking that second spot. It's Battle though. Going to the wildcard round. In semi-final 2, Bombardier B12, Cheese, Cinnamon, and Vegaway. Off they go. Looks like it will be the Troublemakers first through? No, it's Cinnamon! Cinnamon and Vegaway fighting for lead, but here comes Bombardier! The Rising Flags take the lead and take the win! Cinnamon will take second, Vegaway by almost 0.05 seconds. We'll have to deal with the wildcard round, battling a battle. Past the start gate, both go. Vegaway making a little pass to be first to the center, taking the boost first as well, and extending that lead they have to easily take the win. Battle put up a good fight, as a battle would do. But we'll have to go to the placement round alongside Green Flag, Marshmallow, D12, Cheese, and Battle. Off they go. For battle of best of the rest. It looks like it was Battle first to the center, but now it's Cheese of the Pizza Party fighting with Green Flag, the captain of the Rising Flags. It's not enough. Cheese is best of the rest. Green Flag still manages 7th place, and it's D12, Battle, and Marshmallow taking their last and only 1 point. But now the final. We have Ruby, Mash, Bombardier, Cinnamon, and Vegaway. Group 2. Vegaway pretty far behind. Still enough for 5th place. It's still Cinnamon taking the gold. The sprint results has Marshmallow in the last place. Then it's Battle D12, Green Flag and Cheese. Vegaway in 5th, Bombardier, then Ruby, Mash and Cinnamon making up your podium, which you'll see right now. And just like in Group 1, the Group 2 standings are just like the result of this event. Ferrets have the lead with the gold, Sponge Potatoes do manage to hold silver and second. Event 2, the longest event these qualifiers will hold, the long jump. It is a pretty long course. They can go up to 40 meters if they really manage to pick up the speed in the air. Who will do so? We start with the test run of the Galactic Gaze, one of the 6 new test teams. One of them already shot themselves forward. 2 of them struggling to go past the spinner. There they go. That's the example for all teams to come, which are all 20 of them. Starting with Group 1 in Championship order, it's the Venomous Snakes going off first. Off they go. One of them shooting themselves forward almost immediately. Pretty decent result for them. Another one shot themselves forward 20, 29! What an amazing result for that specific marble. We will see who it is in just a bit. And then 18 and 19, and then 24 and 29. Who was that 29 will see, but it's a 92-19. Fairlands with a perfect 29 with the lead, and looks like it will stick for a long time. Team Stargaze going up next. Off they go. Immediately past the 10. One of their marbles taking a very different approach to the spinner, and it seems like it compensated, but that's not really going to help them out. That's 1.2 or 1.3 meters? Oof. That's a real oof there for them. Best marble just past 20. Doesn't look like it's a very good result, my friends, and it is not. 54.67, just enough for second provisionally. Team Artway, another new team. Struggling a bit to get to the spinner, but they eventually do so. That one, I think that's over 25. Here come two more. Also over 20. One past 27. Everyone past 20. That's a very consistent result for Team Artway right there. And that's a 99-11. That's the lead for Team Artway. Who would have guessed they would have done such a good job? Veggie Vengeance on the fourth ones to run since they got fourth in the sprint. Pretty comprehensible, wouldn't you think? They all already went through the spinner, and that's another pretty consistent result, but not as good, it looks like. It's an 18, 21, 21, almost 22, and 25. I think that's Eggplant taking the best result of the Veggie Vengeance. That's currently set 86.70. Closing off the first half for Group 1, the Milky Masters. Immediately to the spinner goes one of them. One of the marbles just over 1 meter. Although the rest pretty close to the 20 mark. 17, 22, not enough for 22. One doesn't make it enough for 22, the other close for 22, but just 21. That's currently 464.69. Christmas came early. The fifth run for this group. The sixth run, sorry. It's past 20 again, I think. Not even enough for 10 there. That's stocking, I suppose. Everyone has gone, and it's I don't think that's really consistent, but still decent. Although they had one that really struggled to get forward. That's fifth place, not that good compared to the rest. It's 63.86. Fishy Fighters up next. Immediately one of them going straight for it. One just past 10, one past, I think that's 5. And I suppose that's 16. That's a 5, a 16, I was correct. 17, almost 18, and then a 28 there from that marble. But still only enough for fourth place. Trout Although one of the best individual results we've seen as a team, not that good. Sunny is up next. Off they go. Pasta 1, in this case pasta 1, then pasta 2. And then the other two do manage over 20. But the other ones, some would consider this what they call a skill issue. But we'll have to wait and see what the actual results tell us. The other two passed the 24 mark. And that is last. The reserve and captain not doing their demands there. And that's disappointing. Team Butterfly. Penultimate run. Just one more to go after this. All of them already out of the spinner. That first marble, well, the worst part of the ball, doesn't even look like it reached one. The rest do compensate for it. It doesn't look like you'll get lost. That's actually enough for fourth. That's going to be a guaranteed top half. 72-7. With the final run now being kicked out. Off the gate to come, the only team that can take away the Artway's throne, and that first marble there just past 2 meters. Doesn't look like they can dethrone the artists that are Team Artway. 22, 22, 24 for those other 3 marbles. That's only enough for 5th, 72-6. But Team Artway, instead of painting the town red, they'll paint it gold. It's the Beaches taking last, then it's Stargaze, Christmas Game Early, Mega Team Masters and Fighters. But most importantly, it's Artway taking gold, Snakes in 2nd, Vengeance in 3rd. They will be in the podium, which we'll see right now. Standings right now, it is the Beaches falling down to last. K-Out managed to go 1 spot. The rest of them are not doing much. The Snakes maintain a 4-point lead over Team Artway, who rise up to 2nd. Now Group 2's long jump. We will have the winners of the sprint first. That's the Hysteric Ferrets. Immediately, one of them skips the spinner and doesn't look like it benefited them. Another one doing almost the exact same. And that's a horrendous result. And the third one not getting past the 10. What happened to the ferrets? Oh my god. The Captain Champagne does manage to go over 22. But that's a horrendous result of 30-57. Doesn't look like it will be anything good for them. Starchy Potatoes will be your second runners. Can they do better than that pretty much horrendous run? It already looks like it. 3 of them all shooting themselves pretty far forward. Oh my god, one went past 30, but if they roll back, it will not be registered as a 30. That's pretty decent for the first 3 models, and then rolls back to almost 29, but still fantastic showing there from French Fry to take lead 83-38. That's technically a palindrome. Up next, Team Gemstone. A team that has had its respectable results in the past, but now what really matters is them maintaining it, at least for the Gemstone fans. The first 2 do manage to go past the 20 mark. That third one almost reaching 20, I think. And Garnet fails to go into spin, it just skips right over it. Not enough for a single meter, but the other 3, I think, somewhat balance it out. What will this bring for the Gemstones? A 67-57. Second place for Team Gemstone. The High Flyers are running up next. Off the gates they come. Immediately, oh, what happened here? One of the marbles bouncing on top of the other. Oh, inside their own teammates. That will probably bring down the result a lot. That marble who bounced 2 meters. One who got bounced on 14 and then 22 and 23. The other two, but I don't think this will be that good of a result to what it could have been. That's third place for now, 63.51. The Troublemakers to finish off the first half. Off they go. Immediately, everyone now. I was going to say immediately 3 of them shoot themselves forward, but now everyone has gone forward. 6, 10, 13, and 17. Decently consistent, but not in the best way because none of them reached 20. What would that bring them to? Oh, 48.92. Not last, so more than 1 point gained. Pizza Party to start off the second half of this group's long jump. One of them already gone forward into the field. What about the rest? Looking like we have some marbles already gone up forward. That's a 10 and the rest all past 20. This might actually be really good for the Pizza Party. They might be partying after this. And Pizzas rejoice, second place. Currently 81.74. The Rising Flags running up next. And off they go. Everyone gone forward except for their very own team captain. And that's decent result for the first 3 marbles. The captain, not as much, but still better than a lot of marbles we've seen going through. What is their final result? It's a third place provisionally, 74.20. Pretty good result for the Flags, with the Dice Rollers going up next. Immediately D100, their reserve, going straight forward for it. All about the rest, it's everyone over 20. D100 did get another bit of a push there. That's a 20 from the captain, 21 from the reserve, almost 20. 23 and 26. What will that bring them? That's a 92-3-4. First place for the Dice Rollers. With only 2 runs to go, I think that seals them the win. Team Empire trying to literally conquer gold, as the hashtag would imply. Almost everyone gone to the field itself. What about this model struggling to get a jump on, and there it goes, and no result. Best model over 25, that's decent for the Captain Conquer. 74.24, that's currently enough for a top half spot. Now, to finish it off, we have the Supreme Suites. The final team to go. And they are off. Immediately, one of them skipping the spinner, getting bounced in this case, by Popcorn, but doesn't seem to help either one of them out. The other two do manage to go past 20, but the rest of the team's performances do not seem to help. 21 and 22 for the top 2 models there. Lollipop doing it best, but what will that bring for the Sweets? A pretty sour result, 50-01. That means the Dice Rollers take the win. Ferrets, after taking a goal, take last. The Troublemakers, Sweets, Flyers, and Gemstone compose the rest of the bottom half. Team Empire, the Rising Flags, 5th and 4th, but Pizza Party's touch protected and touch models in the podium, which you'll see right now. How do the standings shake up? The favorites fall down all the way to third, although that's not the worst position. We've seen Pizza Party breaks to fourth, and Starch Potatoes up to first, 6 points of the lead over the Dice Rollers, the most recent gold medalists. Event 3, an event of speed and jumping, somewhat. Hurdles. How you enter the hurdles is really important, but also the speed you gain after it. Especially that final lunge into the finish basin, which will decide how marbles really do. Semi-final one has Swordfish, Sunlight, Chiffon Cake, Lettuce and Beetlejuice. Off they go. Immediately Chiffon Cake with the early lead. Bounces hard on that hurdle. Lettuce takes second away from Swordfish after a bad entrance to that first hurdle. It's Chiffon Cake and Lettuce. Moving on to the final. Swordfish will have to hold on to a good position in the wildcard round. We'll have to face one of these 5. It's Black Mamba, Sketchbook, Coconut Milk, Angel, and Monarch. They are off. Everyone past that starting line. It is Coconut Milk with the early lead. Angel slows down a lot and avoids a pass from Sketchbook. Coconut Milk is a pretty big lead, and Angel holding off the Team Archway Reserve to take second place. What an amazing move there by Angel to take the win. Coconut Milk, though, almost a sub 20. Wildcard round, Swordfish and Sketchbook. Off they go. It's Sketchbook holding the early lead and a pretty good entrance to that first hurdle. They hold off the outside line. Swordfish had the inside Veggiegriff more towards the middle now, and they seem they can't catch up. The fighters will have to hold on to a good position and placement round. Sketchbook will go to the final. Talking about the placement round, it's Beetlejuice, Sunlight, Black Mamba, Monarch, and Swordfish. One captain, the rest just pretty regular members. But it is Monarch the captain going forward. Swordfish and Black Mamba switching positions right there. Black Mamba fall down to third here. Can they catch up in the end? No. Monarch takes the win of this placement round. Sunlight, after a bad first speed event, will take last on the other one. Hurdles, final, Chiffon Cake, Lettuce, Coconut Milk, Angel and Sketchbook for Group 1. Off they go. It looks like it's Coconut Milk with the early lead. But now Lettuce makes a pass after the first hurdle. Start widening the gap. I think that's 2 or 3 lengths. And it is the Veggie Vengeance taking another medal. I think that's not their first. This time it's a gold. It is not their first. They've taken 2 bronzes, now the gold. I think they're the only team in these qualifiers to take 3 in a row. Because Black Mamba has fallen down 8th. So now Beetlejuice, Swordfish, Monarch in that bottom pass as well. It's Lettuce, Coconut Milk, and Angel in the podium. Sketchbook and Chiffon Cake in the other 2 spots. Here's your podium for the sprint. The standings after this hurdle, as it's sprint or in Maxing, or by Maxing. Venomous Snakes fall down to third as Veggie Vengeance take the lead after 3 straight medals. But how will it go now in Group 2? Sable, Olive, Diamond, D100 and Lollipop. 2 captains, 2 reserves and 1 just regular member. How will they do here? It looks like it's Diamond currently in the lead Lollipop passing Sable, but Sable makes a great block on D100. Diamond expanding that lead over the Supreme Sweet captain. It does expand, and they take the win. Lollipop, though, also moves on. Sable, though, still have a little bit of a chance in the walk around. Boyle, Red Flag, Comac, War, and Maffei 2. Past the ramp into the center of the funnel. It's pretty close. Now the gaps really start to show up. It is War in the lead for Team Empire. Maffei 2, the other result in this heat, currently holds second. Trying to close that gap. They start to close it, but don't close it enough. Boyle will take third. That's a pretty close finish there for the top two. Red Flag and Comac, though, not good enough results for the good advancement. Sable and Boyle, though, facing off now in the wildcard round. Sable, pretty good bounce there, and a pretty good entrance to the first hurdle. Boyle, though, goes straight to the side and hits the bad part of the hurdle. It's an easy advancement to the final for the Hysteric Ferrets member. Sable doing it good. The placement round now holds Olive, D100, Red Flag, Comac, and Boyle. Past the ramp, first to the center of the funnel, it's D100, but they slow down to a crawl and fall down to third. It is the High Flyers holding the lead. But now, will they maintain it past the final hurdle? They do. The Flyers do manage to win it and take 6th overall. But now, it is time for the final. Team Gemstone, Supreme Sweets, Team Empire, the Galactic Troublemakers, and the Hysteric Ferrets. Off they go. First to center, it looks like it's Sable. Getting a little push from Lollipop there, who fall down now to third. But War takes the lead. Sable falls down all the way to third. Maffei 2 also made a pass on them. Diamond and Lollipop there, fighting for fourth, but it's not enough for them to catch up to any of the top three. It is War taking gold. The other reserve in Maffei 2 taking silver. Red Flag takes last, then it's Olive, D100, Boyle, and Comac. 5th place will be held by Lollipop, then it's Diamond, Sable, Maffei 2, and War in the top 3 spots. Here's your hurdles podium for Group 2. How are the standings for this group? It is the Sweet still in last, Empire rising up to 3rd place after that gold medal. But the Starch Potatoes still hold the lead, although it's shrunken down to 2 points. Now the only event that relies on you not actually being fast, but rather the opposite, being slow. Thunder Endurance, a lot of funnels, some big, some small, and only one wide, sideways wide, funnel for them to fight on. The little marbles benches there on the bottom right corner, as we start with Group 1, Whole Milk Arcturus, King Cobra, Biscuit Cake, Cod, Carrot, Snow Globe, Shell, Paint, and Clipper. The 10 marbles that will be racing in this round, and the only round, as they are out of the gate. It's currently in last place, Team Martways Paint. Although there is still a lot of time to catch up, it looks like they start catching up. They're already up to 3rd, as it's Christmas Comedy first one to drop into that first of the big funnels, but then it's Clipper first out of it. It's once again Team Artway in last, but now a pretty good bounce allows them to go far up into the standings. Getting good pushes up to 2nd, I think? That's 2nd place. Clipper doing horrendously for Team Butterfly, first to the wide funnel. The only big sideways funnel where you really go slowly, which is the entire point of the funnel endurance event. First one to drop to, it is Clipper, but Snowlobe was doing decent all the way and now falls in first. Christmas came early, not the result they wanted. They take that loss. Oh, what's this? God of the fishy fighters takes the easy win. Really easy for them. We didn't see them on camera that frequently. That was good, I think. God now finishing the course. It's 1 minute 23:52. And that's gold for the fighters. It's Christmas Game early taking last, and it's the Beaches, the Snakes, Artway, and the Milky Masters. Carrot, Biscuit Cake for Team Cake, and then there's Clipper Archers and Card in the podium for Fun Unders Group 1, you'll see now. How does it look like on the most sunny beaches are out of contention? They cannot win anymore because they're too far away from the Milky Masters. Veg Vengeance maintain the lead. No one's guaranteed to auto qualify. All the qualification is really clinching it. As we start Group 2's final numbers: Conquer, Milky Way, Champagne, Emerald Cookie, Boeing's Team D10, Pepperoni, and Red Flag. Half of the field is captains. One reserve for the Rolling Flags. They are off. How will it work out for all these models? Seems to not be working out right now. For Boeing, immediately getting pushed around very harshly, and now they do hold off a decent position. It is in last right now. Where are Team Gemstone? I was going to mention they're in last. Oh! One entire funnel behind everyone else. Now they are joined by a lot of models, including the first one to fall through that funnel, the dice rolls, yes. But now, a pretty good fight in the wide funnel. And Conquer, Team Empire, first ones to fall through, and they will be the ones to take last. Who will take second last? It's Team Gemstone, that it's the Galactic Troublemakers, such a favors. Right, in fact, and only two left. Sarah Ferret beats a party. Then it's the Supreme Streets and Dice Rolls take second, which means High Flyers take the gold. Pretty good fight Boeing put up there in these final few funnels. Here's Blue Flag, Best of the Rests, Team Milky Way, Emerald, and Conquer taking last for Team Empire. Boeing, D10, and Cookie, your top three for this event. Here's your podium for this tournament. Who is out? Doesn't look like anyone. Everyone can still qualify. Flyers up to third, and it is the Dice Rollers holding in the lead by just 1 point over the Ferrets, Flies, and Potatoes. But now the final event to decide it all, the Sand Sprint, a new event hosted in the same city where the Sand Rally Friendly was hosted, and we will not see the leaderboard standings right after the event. You'll only see them in the end of the video itself. Suspense. As we start with the test run. You saw the Galactic Gaze earlier, but now you'll see all other teams. It's the Midnight Matter, the team that you see right now in the lead, although they take a decent bounce there. There is a way better way to get around that, like the Topiary Trackers did to take the lead. A pretty, I think, fast-paced course in some parts. Some parts you really want to go slow, so you can skip some of these turns, like the Bengal Blue Tails or Bengal Blue Eyes, I think, made right there. And they did just now, even though that part was a pretty fast one. These final few sectors, they're a bit slow. They're big straightaways. There's little dunes, some little dunes to finish off this course. As we start with Group 1, the 10 runners, Summerskin, Milk, Sun, Soulskill, Viper, Poundcake, Trout, Eggplant, Reese, Sand, Marker, and Adonis. 9 of these teams can move on, Sand just fighting for bragging rights, and possibly trying to lead last place. In the lead, it's the Milky Masters. They take that chicane pretty well, skipping the chicane entirely. They hold the lead. Although they take a pretty bad bounce. They block off in the most impressive way possible by just going over Eggplant, but then it does not feel like enough, and Eggplant makes the pass. And Poundcake also catches up to the Milky Masters member. A lot of models slowing down on that little plain straight, but still Eggplant in the lead. Semi-Skim Milk makes a pass, but here it's just two fast-paced turns. Reese taking up second, but then falling right back down to fourth place. It is Eggplant holding off at the lead for the Veggie Vengeance, the team that has the lead right now. If they win this or even get a medal overall, I think they clinch it. Currently still holding on to the lead. Here comes Sourcekill Viper trying to fight for fourth place. As here come the Milky Masters fighting for the lead. Reese takes third away from Poundcake, who might also lose fourth. It is still Eggplant up in the lead and almost losing first place. And Semi-Skim Milk falls all the way down fourth. It is still Eggplant. Here comes Reese. Christmas Game Early putting up a good fight, but still, is it the end of it? No, it is still in a... There's still a lot of attempts to be made, possibly, as Eggplant reaches the final section, these little dunes with a big-ass wall. And it's Eggplant taking the win and clutching water qualification. Well, not auto qualification, just breaking. The other two members to get gold are Reese and Sourcekill Viper. The fighters, they have proven to be slow in front of endurance. They decided to not get faster. They will take dead last. So the final result of the final event for Group 1, it's Trout, Marcus, Sand, Sun, and Adonis in the bottom half. Semi-Skim Milk, Poundcake, and then top 3, Sourcekill Viper, Eggplant, and Reese. It's your pick. The standings will not be revealed right now as we head on to Group 2. Airbus, D6, Popcorn, Mushroom, Black, White Flag, French Fry, Andromeda, Pearl, and Trade. And off they go! Who will have the early lead past the chicane? It looks like it is the Rising Flags, and they do hold the lead after the chicane, although D6 tries to move to second, but does not do enough. Popcorn going up to third with White Flag, doing the same mistake as I think Semi-Skim Milk did, and allowing to fall down to, this time, fifth. It is Popcorn, the reserve of the Supreme Sweets, with the lead. Although the Rising Flags are coming back, but not in second. That's D6, the captain of the Dice Rollers. Many have said they roll like dice, but right now they are rolling pretty fast. And now they lose second place, but they take the lead. But now they lose it right once again, and it's the Sweets who hold it all off. But here comes White Flag. A little bumpy section for those two marbles allows the Rising Flags to take the win. They then skip more turns, enter perfectly that 180. How would it fare off for the other marbles? A lot of models pretty close together. And oh! What happened there? And there's a lot blockade. Will they be able to keep on running? They will just barely. Thank God that's an incline. but that allows the top 3 to pretty much flee onto the top 3 spots, obviously. So now they're just mainly fighting to see who gets which podium position. It is still White Flag with the current lead as we finish off the final race of the qualifiers. White Flag in the final little run. It is the Rising Flags. They will take the win here. Supreme Sweets takes second, and the Galactic Troublemakers make a recovery for third. High Flyers with a pretty good gap from fourth to fifth. Then a pretty close finish. Oh! Who got that? It's between, I think that was Pearl and the Static Potato member. But also, oof, the lack of the hysteric ferrets. Detrimental might not help them out a lot. Almost 10 seconds behind the remainder of the crew. They will get last. D6 had a pretty race at the start, but falls down to 9th. Mushroom Trade and French Fry on the rest of the bottom half. Pearl, Airbus, and Andromeda, Popcorn, and White Flag top 5. Your podium will be shown right now. But now, who has qualified from each group? We'll see all 12 qualifiers in your screen. Right now, here they are. It's the Veggie Vengeance, Venomous Snakes, Team Artway, Milky Masters, Team Targets, Christmas Game, Murray, High Flyers, Static Potatoes, Dice Balls, the Hysteric Ferrets, Galactic Troublemakers, and Rising Flags. Here are your final standings for Group 1. The Beaches, with a detrimental result of 10. Butterfly missing out by 1. Oh, so close, but still so far. In Group 2, it's also a gap from 1 point between the Sweets and then Troublemakers, Flags, and Ferrets. Those medals all helping them out. Thank you so much for watching. Up next, we have the friendly round. Until then, I'm PT. I'll see you next time.